It's that time. I was just kind of clicking start battles just to verify that I was in the right time zone for the game. That I was. So I'm doing a quick bit of setup. I certainly wasn't expecting to be actually playing games this second. I'll put my win-loss somewhere in here. Let's focus on the game now. That's a pheasantipity. No sleep. On the whole, I'd expect their team to be faster than me. So I'm just going to fall back on what I know, especially since I wasn't really expecting to play this. What I'm concerned about is that Dozo, really. How do I break Dozo super quick? I think it's by position. Since Dozo at doubled speed should realistically outspeed my Miraidon. That Dozo would only have to be like 70 something speed. No, it'd have to be 50 speed. It would specifically have to be 50 speed, but even that's not a 50. No. 80 speed is one thing. It would specifically have to be 80, but if it's 80 speed, it's guaranteed to outspeed. Yada yada yada. Big helpful. I can shut down Miraidon for one turn. Get into Trick Room and then start debilitating. That being said, against a team like this, going slow is less than advisable. Guess the Miraidon is the fastest thing on the field. Sludge Bomb does good damage. Doesn't pick up either of the poison chances. That's really big. Cool. I'm gonna instantly go for the knockoff into Miraidon and Hyper Voice. I want to get my setup and to reduce their power as quick as possible. Now that I've done that, oh, it's a Salt Vest. What the heck? I've unintentionally made a great play there. I've lined up easy knockouts into more Pokemon. That's really nice. Sludge Bomb still misses the chance. That's really good. Does Electro Drift without a Specs even pick up Insane? No, it doesn't. Wow. That's really nice. How much of that previous... Not much. The long and short would be, it didn't do a lot of damage. My hope is that if I knock off Hyper Voice, I can just run through two of these. Cool, they get rid of Pheasantipity. Someone else is going to lose their item. That's really good for me. Unless they're going straight for Dozo. Yeah, they are. What a punk-ass move. You know, I'm not going to try to read what I just saw on the screen. There's no point. There is no point. Yeah, it's pointless. Okay. Knockoff will fail, but I'll get Hyper Voice for a tiny bit of chip. At that point I can just start... Oh, is it leftovers? Okay. That is so good for me, actually. Because I can get rid of the leftovers and just start making that chip permanent. Given the circumstances, I should be doubling into Dondozo with single target moves. That is the best way to get as much damage out of the situation. Okay, Mrs. Tatsugiri should pick up the KO on both realistically. Oh, Friggrass. Friggrass survived. How good is that? I want to be safe and just try to take out Dozo with Pokemon I know will definitely outspeed instead of taking a risk where if it is faster I'll be in great position. If it's slower then I'm kind of screwed. I go Terra Grass. My concern is beating that Pheasantipity and Miraidon in the back. Let's assume Dozo is Let's assume Dozo's Terra Grass. I didn't translate myself. That's okay. Oh, they protect. Hmm. Oh, I could have faked out. That's why they did what they did. Yeah, can't argue with that. Oh, the Twisted Dimensions have returned to normal and the electricity is gone. That means this game is over. I'll just wild charge since I'm completely out of position here. Does Protect get me anything? It does, yeah, it does. Protecting here will just mean that instead of taking one slightly weaker hit and then a full hit, I can get 2 hits in before I'm taking more. Well, actually, that's dumb. Don't listen to that. Cool. EQ does come through. I don't think EQ is going to do much to Iron Hands, even at +2. Maximum 30%. Not even. Wild Charge. Not for the knockout, but for very solid damage. I know I'm not moving next, but I guess I'll just attack. If there's any way to avoid that attack, that'd be great, but... So is this just going to come down to if I have enough juice in the tank? Can I win a 3v2? At this range, I'm thinking probably not. I mean, their Miraidon is bulky, so maybe I have a chance. Though the problem is that they can just click Dazzling Gleam or Draco Meteor for guaranteed knockout. Because of the Tatsugiri, who's probably Scarf Icy Wind, and there's just nothing I can do about that. I'll Drain Punch Tatsugiri and chip it down. Wild Charge. I don't know, Wild Charge, Dazzling Gleam. My hope is that for whatever reason Tatsugiri isn't clicking Icy Wind or something like that. Like something happens and it gives me an out. I'm looking for anything. I mean, the fact that they haven't locked into anything and they're really having to think about it tells me that they're expecting a different outcome. Stellar Tatsugiri. What's their play? Is it Scarf Draco? Is that what they're going for? Oop, breaking my computer. Miraidon Overheat. That is not what I expected to see. Holy. So this game's now over. No matter what I do, the game's over. Certainly wasn't expecting that. My Gleam does move next. It's Sash! Okay. Right-eye. What we call this vid 1 G1 L. Well, I don't know what the speeds are, but I know I'm technically not out of it. Like, let's say they miss an attack. So my out is they miss, and I have to outspeed them. And I have to... Why even double protect at this point? What's the point? Do they honestly think they're not going to outspeed? I mean... This whole team has been very frustrating. It certainly highlights what I dislike about the format. That's for sure. I do have speed, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, and that really sucks. Like, it means absolutely nothing. Sludge Bomb comes through, doesn't pick up the KO, still hasn't picked up the poison. Why protect? I don't get it. What's the point? You've guaranteed your win as long as you attack. Oh my god. I guess I'll see for the next battle. That was a travesty. Battle 2. Oh, what is that? Sayaro. Never again. Never again. So, let's just go through it. I can't use Furrygraph to... Okay. I can't use Furrygraph to stop Fake Out. In which case, I would like to try and take my time getting into a better position. My question is, am I better in Trick Room or in Tailwind? I don't think I can lead Miraidon no matter how you look at it, actually. I could lead Urshifu Furrygraph, double protect, try to bait attacks into the Urshifu slot as I pivot to Incin and then have Miraidon in the back. The problem is that it lends itself to Trick Room and I don't see myself necessarily winning that way. That's kind of where I'm struggling. You know what? I have an idea now. We go fast. They can't... Well, here's the thing. If they go faster, actually, yeah, okay. I've got an idea. It's not a great idea, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to rely on offsetting their Tailwind, specifically by having my Tailwind go up as late as possible relative to theirs, so that I can jag an extra turn or two in Tailwind to win games. Those are pretty expected leads. What I'm going to do here, we've got a special and a physical attacker and then Mold Breaker really importantly. We're going to light screen, pivot straight to Incin. There's always a chance that Giratina O is running physical moves. I certainly don't expect it, but it's absolutely possible. Putting up the light screen just guarantees that I should get through the turn safely. That's good damage for a Fake Out, honestly. I want to see Draco Meteor, ideally. Shadow Force. That's the physical one, isn't it? I don't necessarily want to switch, if I'm being honest. I don't really want to switch with either. Okay, let's think this through. If you're attacking Whimsicott... Okay, let's see what they're doing. So it'll be Shadow Force into Incineroar. Probably Gigaton Hammer into Whimsicott. I'll put Urshifu to take the attack. And I'll knock off into the Giratina slot for guaranteed damage. I could absolutely give up Whimsicott there, but I just don't feel comfortable throwing away my pieces like that. That's good for me. Nice. I'm going to detect Urshifu and Parting Shot into Giratina, since there's a very real chance that it doesn't even stay on the field. And I don't really fear Suicune that much yet. It could be Tailwind, in which case I can then have that one turn offset and go for knockouts. What's it? Draco into Incin. How much damage? Not enough. With the healing, I should be able to reasonably expect to survive the turn. Scald, they really want to get rid of Incin. Not even close, though. There, Giratina can no longer do damage. It is not a threat. Light Screen and all the stat reductions should leave it well and truly out of options for big damage. So I'm going to bring Miraid onto the field. What is their switch in for Suicune? If I want to use electric attacks into the Suicune slot, their switch-ins do not exist. Giratina fears Dragon-type attacks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to Surging Strikes into the Giratina slot and Electro Drift into the Suicune. Nice, they do switch. My expectation is Heatran or Tinkaton. Yep. It could be Terra Grass, which is really unfortunate, but I didn't think about that. Yeah. That's on me. I mean, clicking any other move would definitely be dangerous there. Question is, what are they clicking? And how much does this do? Does this pick up the range? I'm guessing not. Yeah, definitely not. Unless it's like the Omega Crit here. Oh! I just need one attack to do slightly better on the roll. And I would have been fine. Okay, Snarl comes through. They're just trying to chip things down, get rid of sashes, guarantee specific damage. Pivot Urshifu straight out. Honestly, actually at -1 I don't feel that safe. I'll Electro Drift into Tinkaton and try to get rid of that. I certainly don't expect the what's it called? The Suicune to contribute much at this point. It's just a matter of getting into good position with Incin to nerf that Giratina to hell and back. From there I should be able to just win. Inner Focus can't be flinched, that's good to remember. Cool, they fake out into the Incin slot, which is really nice. Since that means they're not going to have fake out for the rest of the game. I'm going to pivot Miraidon pretty much directly to Whimsicott and focus on getting into position. They did go for the tail end. Yep. Miraidon to Whimsicott. Probably just knock off into either of them. That's Giratina, isn't it? Yeah. Knock off into the Giratina slot. Actually, I've already knocked off into the Giratina slot, haven't I? Yeah. Knock off into the Suicune slot just to be safe. Straight to Whimsicott to offset Tailwind and get a Light Screen. I need to look up the Giratina speed stats. Since there's a very real chance that it's faster than me. Shadow Force, okay. I'm not sure what compels him to click Shadow Force so aggressively. Giratina, oh. It can at speed. It's not likely, but it definitely can. Cool, so they got rid of Incin there. I'm going to bring Miraidon onto the field. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to Draco Meteor into Giratina and Light Screen, since Shadow Force should move next. And they've lost their ability to guard Giratina for the turn. That's good damage. Come on, show me the range. I mean, this should just pick up a yeah, perfect. That's strategically using the speed control there, baby. Even if I find a way to lose this, I can be pretty proud of playing that to a good out. Okay. That is really scary. Pivot Urshifu off the field. With a light screen up, and you pivot Urshifu off the Urshifu onto the field to protect my Rhydon, so I can start spamming Dazzling Gleam. I'll pop my Tailwind now. Since they're not guaranteed their Tailwind, I just need to get into position where they can't reset it before me. I should be fine, depending on what they do. Air Slash, they are just going for the flinch. Is there any chance I survive that with Urshifu? I do! Wait, that means I can't... I should be in good position now. Okay. So their Tailwind peters out. For one turn, they're going to be wasting time on Tailwind. Aqua Jet there. And Moonblast into Suicune, just get it as low as possible. I specifically want to break the Jugulis's Sash, so that when I bring Urshifu to the field, I can Terrasilize and just go for a quick knockout. As they reset Tailwind, it is going to be spooky. Hopefully they aren't, but they probably should. Honestly, if I lose this, it's because I took way too long getting them to this position. But good news is, we did get here. I can now Terrasilize and just go for the one hit knockout on both. If I can take out Jargulis, Big Juggalug, then I should be able to just win. Suicune isn't really threatening me, so it's just a matter of getting that one attack onto Jugulus to get rid of it, so that Suicune isn't a threat. Cool, I take the Snarl very well, and I should move next in turn order. Good. How much does it do to the Suicune? Because I know it picks up Jugulus at this point. It does enough. That's all that matters. It does enough. Unless they're going to spam Snarl and hope to... Oh, it's Berry! Okay, I might actually have a problem here. Yeah, if they're just going to spam Snarl, then I might have some problems. -2 Dazzling Gleams are... They're going to chip it down, but... I don't know if it's going to do enough damage. I told ya! If someone could lose this, it'd be me. If I get a crit... Good. Is that a crit? No. No, it's not. Righto. Life Screen and Tailwind peter out. The electricity disappears as well. That is really scary. Their Skull will move next. Doesn't do meaningful damage. Doesn't get the burn. My question is, how much damage does this do? Not enough. Cool, they peter out. That's game. My blood more than certainly ran cold there. More than a few times. Damn. Yeah. I haven't even had breakfast yet. So, winning there is really nice. Because it's infinitely better than the last time I did this. And that doesn't feel like a long time ago, honestly. Like, it doesn't even feel like that was a month ago. Yeah. I'm gonna let the results load in. We are currently ranked 437. I'll see you for the next battle. Battle 3. It's good for me. It's bad for me. Oh my god, it's terrible. Holy shit. Shouldn't be swearing, but... Okay. So how many Trick Room setters do they have? They've got 4! Okay, so prevention is just pointless at this point. Yeah, preventing it is just a valueless grind. If I lead Instant Whimsicott, I might be able to get into position. And then try to use Farigiraf Miraidon to win. This is going to be miserable. I don't have offense because my 2 offensive pieces are fighting types. I wasn't expecting like a Reg H team to suddenly pop out, you know, like jump scare me. Ooh. Man! No! This is going to be bad, isn't it? What are the leads? Okay. So good news is both of them are going to have -1 attack. Ursaluna needs to protect. My thought is -1 Ursaluna probably can't do what needs to be done. If I double into Gallade, I might be able to just try to rip away. I'm not using Fake Out. That's way too aggressive for the circumstances. I mean, it didn't even occur to me, but at the same time, I just know that's a bad idea. Is it Psychic Seed Gallade? Oh my, they just played me. Even though I tried to make a really good play there, I've completely been outwitted. Hard ground. I mean, that's decent for me if I can get into position. No, it's not as terrible for me. I didn't bring the dude that can do the damage. So I just end up doing like 2 damage to it for no benefit. I mean, that did do damage. -1 Gallade is my big problem. Even at -1, it is just a complete problem. I'm gonna pop that light screen as soon as possible, just in case. Wait. Okay. If I survive this turn with instant, I might be able to slap something together. It's not good, but it's something. Knockoff does move. Does that mean it's a speed tie? Holy. Catching that clear amulet is so nice. I'm going to have to put Farigiraf on the line to make this happen. Okay. Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. It's not good, but it's fine. Because then hopefully they'll just get rid of, they'll wipe the field, I'll reposition, and hopefully that's enough. At the same time, hopefully they don't wipe the field, because that would suck. Oh, wow. I'm not sure what's going on with that. Hitting that range is, not likely if... Wait, actually, that range should be impossible with the Calyrex. Wait a minute. That's... I mean, okay. Let's calm down here. So, what I can do is I can pivot instant in to reduce the impact of Glacial Lance. It should realistically still do way too much damage. But my hope is that if I get rid of these 2 offensive pieces and then take long enough in Trick Room, that I might be able to pull out something for a late game finish. This is a really terrible matchup for me, so to even be in a position where I can at least believe and try to push, that certainly feels good. Glacial Lance does move next. How much damage to the Miraidon? That'd have to be very, very... That must be pretty offensive. Like, my Miraidon's relatively bulky. And that's just taking a lot on the hit. Sacred Sword, that should do nothing. How much does the Dazzling Gleam do? If it picks up both, then I should be able to win this. It could pick up neither. Good. I'm about to forfeit. I'm gonna be real, like, the game's just over. That's that. I didn't think I'd miss the KO on both. Yeah, that's just that. There is no comeback from there. Loss, win, loss. That's where we're at. Going into game 4. And we're back. So, this is a version of the World's team. What I think we should do is we should play aggressive. And I don't mean a little bit aggressive, like aggressive. Aggressive as in Urshifu aggressive. Probably bring Instant as well. I don't think I want Rigraph or Iron Hands. Of course, they could go for Trick Room, and not bringing Trick Room options does leave me exposed, but at the same time, I've developed a good sense for this matchup. Especially when it comes to calling the Terra Fairies. Do I get it 100% of the time? No. But the amount of times where I've called the play, whether it's them attacking into me with the expectation of Fairy, or me attacking into them with the expectation of Fairy, I have a good track record for generally being able to figure out what's going on with that, to potentially pull off a big play and run away with the game. All that is to say, if I can continue that track record and call the one turn that matters the most, then we'll be in good position. Come on. It should be good leads. Good leads. Oh, God. Okay. It is dangerous, what I'm about to do. But I am confident that if I'm facing up against a Frigoraph that plays the World's team, that I realistically can pretty safely attack into it as it tries to set up Trick Room. I could potentially bait them into making a silly play where they protect their Miraidon more than they normally would. Because in theory, if I want to take out Miraidon, I'm in a position to do something like that. Or at least to devastate it. So in theory, I should be able to get them to make a play. Funny enough, they're faster, which is funny since we're going. There's a real chance we'll go into Trick Room here. Funny enough, I didn't call it. After all that hype and all that juju about me going, yeah, I'm gonna call it, and that's what's gonna win me the game. I didn't call it. I didn't call it at all. But oh wait, what is this? No, thank you. No, thank you. If that's Electro Drift, I'm cooked. Have I done like the opposite of call this? No, I haven't. Okay. That could be so much worse. It was a crit! Really? Dude! Well, how am I meant to win? The game's over now. I can't believe I just lost the game on... Oh my god. That's absurd. I'll play it for a few more turns, but we already know where this is going. I popped Tailwind. No, I just threw the game again. If I had just done nothing that turn, doing nothing would have been better than what I just did. Because that's not going to pick up the KO. Even if I hit the best range every single time, that is no chance to pick up the KO. Even if it was real damn close, I'm pretty sure that was high roll every single time. They're going to click Dazzling Gleam. Yep. If I click Detect and basically anything else, then I would have been in in okay position. Not good position, but okay position. That was a slaughter. That was terrible. Holy. Yeah, I'll see you for game 5. Demon Alo. What have I done today to deserve not getting one good matchup? Only Calyrex and freaking Miraidon so far. Like, would it hurt to give me a few Kyogres that I can just stomp? Is that too much to ask? Okay. So, to win this comfortably, we need to beat either aspect of their modes convincingly. They've got 2 modes. Well, do they have 2 modes? I'd say they kind of don't have 2 modes. If I lead Incin Miraidon, I can guarantee Fake Out. On their end, they have no way of preventing my moves. Which means I can stop one Pokemon for 1 turn. Problem is, I can't do anything with that 1 stop for 1 turn. Putting Urshifu there is a little bit better defensively. The problem is that their biggest threats are physical, so putting Tailwind up is not going to make a big difference. Yeah. The more I look at it, the more I'm just not seeing a benefit to Life Screen or Tailwind. So, we're gonna win. Well, let's get that part right. We're gonna win. Even if we don't win this battle, we're gonna win. They updated the studio's website. That's crazy. I just happened to be looking at it and they updated it. And it looks the same as before. Never mind. It looks exactly the same as before now. For a second, it looked cool and different. I liked it. Now it looks the same and boring. Anyway, Amoonguss Landorus is good position for me. On the assumption that... Okay, actually, let's think this through. I lose the game 100% of the time. So I lose 100% of the games if this is Covert and Amoonguss and I go for a Fake Out Surging Strikes Blades. That is game. End of story. Withdrawing Landorus there is okay. It's not good, but it's okay. Ogerpon to the field, that's fine. I didn't Parting Shot, which is a dangerous play given the position. If I Parting Shot, then I can put Terrain up and guarantee that I'm not getting sleep on the Incineroar. But still, at the cost of a little chip, that's something I can live with. I can always pivot Urshifu to beat both Pokemon on the field right now. Question is who they're sporting into. Thankfully, it was into the Urshifu slot. That's really good. I'm going to Parting Shot Ogerpon, switch to Miraidon. I can't be going to sleep. It's not possible to win if I have any of my important Pokemon asleep. Which is one benefit of Iron Hands. Is if I can ever call where sleep's going to be, I can always, in theory, pivot Iron Hands with the Terra Grass in to neutralize that. Though it's not as relevant of a play when you have Electric Terrain guarding you from Amoonguss majority of the game. Notably, they shouldn't be able to get much damage onto Miraidon here. Since they're probably clicking Woodhammer or Horn Leech, yeah. I mean, 30 damage is actually pretty good given the circumstances. It's nothing to scoff at. Parting Shot into Ogerpon, ensure that he's not getting good damage down. I'm hoping that Amoonguss has clicked Spore here. That'd be best case for me. I need to click Draco Meteor and Fake Out, except that there's a good chance I take Chip on the... Yep, Spore, perfect. And they're going for the instant slot that time. For this one, I'm going to fake out a Moongus. Okay, let's think this through. What's their switch in and what's their play? Ogerpon protects to deal with fake out. Or they switch. Or they would switch to a Sash Pokemon. But we know that Calyrex is their back. And they're not going to switch Ogerpon to Landorus. In which case, fake out a Moongus, Draco Meteor is a valid play. Assuming they protect Ogerpon, next turn will then be Draco the other way around. Ooh, wait a minute. I did think about this for a second. Clearly I didn't think about it for long enough, because... Well, if it has a sash on it... If it has a sash on the Landorus, then it can't, it can't do the thing. I am out of position, though, which is really annoying. And with Roaring Moon right there, I am certainly not having a great time. Roaring Moon guarantees that Landorus will move first for Earth Power. My thought being... Well, in theory, if they want to click Sancia Storm, they're not going to pick up both. That's essentially what we know. With my booster attack, I can click Drain Punch into Roaring Moon for a safe knockout. And I'll Draco Meteor on the assumption that if they want to go... which one's Terrestrializing? Is it Terra Flying? Oopsie. Honestly, that's on me. I completely forgot about Terra. And worse than that, I accounted for Terra in a completely ludicrous and wrong way. That's good damage, actually. I missed! Are you kidding me? Oh my god. That is just my luck. Getting a really good miss there. Just that I can follow it up with a miss that is going to lose me the game. That is fabulous. I guess I'll Wild Charge into Roaring Moon here and then pivot to Instant to try to minimize this situation. But honestly, I think that miss actually just lost me the game. Like, just completely out of my hands now. I don't see the path. Landorus is still going to be at maximum power. Pretty big problem. Acrobatics into hands. I do survive. That's massive. There's Sansir who misses. You know what? The fact that they missed either is massive. The problem is that I know in position that when I'm in position that... Okay, so let's think this through. Think about it. So, we send Miraidon in. Miraidon isn't running... Doesn't have to be clicking Draco now. So I could absolutely be clicking Dazzling. Dazzling should... I think it's a bold assumption that Dazzling will pick up either KO. 2 turns. I can shut Landorus down for 1 turn. Okay, so I'll Volt Switch Roaring Moon, fake out Landorus. Because then next turn I can bring Urshifu to the field, Aqua Jet into Landorus to pick up the knockout. Cool. Protect is fine. The fact that he protected means that he can't protect. What is -1 going to the -1 thingamabob gonna do? It's going to hit. That must have been a crit. Nope. I just don't have enough physical bulk. Problem is, wait, no, I'm completely out of position, actually. I still don't think I can win, actually. Now that I'm thinking about it logistically. They've got an Amoonguss in the back. And before you even consider the fact that they've got a Calyrex that you gotta beat, They've got an Amoonguss that you've got to beat. And there's absolutely no way to guard Spore safely. So, in this position, I have to let Instinct go, don't I? I can Detect to ensure Urshifu survives. And to make the most of the situation, I can knock off into Landorus. If I had Terrain for one more turn, I'd have a somewhat safe play. But here they can click Rage Powder or Spore, and it doesn't matter what I'm going to do since it'll make everything next to impossible. If they miss and I hit Amoonguss with knockoff, that might be enough. But even then, that's a massive if. And they don't miss, so there's that. I cannot Aqua Jet to ensure knockout. That's where I'm getting really spooked. Let's say both of my okay, the tail end peters out. That's a good start. Let's say I'm faster than both Pokemon. That's not realistic. At this range, they may be inclined to click. They may feel inclined to click. Also going to click Rage Powder. If I'm faster than both, then I can still win this. Otherwise, it's over. Okay. That is one Pokemon that I'm faster than. I do pick up a Amoonguss in one hit. That is perfect. That's at least a step in the right direction. If they're clicking Sansea Storm, I might be able to win. My Search and Strike move's next. I was right. I looked at the team, and my first thought was, oh, they have 2 modes. But then I looked and it was like, how would they have 2 modes? And then it kind of clicked in my brain. To have 2 modes, it's using the fast Pokemon at a slightly slower speed to do the thing. Also, I thought they had I thought they had one more Pokemon. What was the? Oh, the Ogerpon. Yeah. And I took out the other 3. Yeah. They left the restricted behind. That's on them. We won game 5. Okay. That's gonna wrap it up for this video. I'm not gonna continue battling. I'm gonna take a little break. For this video, we finished with. I'm gonna put the ratings in just so I can track this stuff. You know, make a average rating sort of thing. So at the end of the video, we went rank. Rank equals 800. Rating equals 1487.071. And our win-loss was 3-2. It was 2-3, sorry. 2 wins, 3 losses. I'd say that's pretty good, honestly. As much as I got pretty frustrated in that, I think it was the 4th game, 3rd or 4th, whichever one it was. There was that crit and it was very frustrating. It is what it is. Certainly you're doing better than last time, so I don't really have anything to complain about that. I'll see you guys for part 2. Hopefully that'll be out today. Part 1 and 2, that is. Hopefully part 3 will also be out today. Hopefully all 3 parts will be out today. If I can get that to work, then I can just do like the rest of it later. So, thanks for watching. Even in defeat, I lose. I'll see you around.